Rejection is divine protection, baby. Sorry if I was a little bit late coming in. I'm just trying to make sure this is working. Oh, is it? Am I talking to myself? That's totally fine, but no, I'm doing it. The title's wrong if you're watching live, but that's okay. I think the message hits better when you have your time to sit with it, okay? Rejection is actually divine protection and blessing. And I wanted to tell you this because we are definitely taught to fear rejection, avoid rejection at all costs. If we even like smell rejection coming, we do whatever we can to avoid it. And it's actually there to help you. That's one of the ways the divine is trying to keep you safe and get you onto your highest timeline, your most wealthy timeline, your safest timeline, your most free timeline, okay? So the rejection is protection and blessing from the divine. Okay, so I was thinking about this on my birthday. I'd gone to this hot spring and I happened to meet another lawyer turned prophetess. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so powerful and random. And she was telling me about one of her sermons. It was about rejection as protection. And I think that's real. She did it in a spoken word kind of thing that she said was very impactful. I bet it was. I can't wait to, see more of her. But anyway, what spaces are you still trying to force yourself to fit into? What spaces, physical or, identity-wise, are you still trying to force yourself to fit into against all evidence that that space is not made for you? I know I'm coming for you a little bit, but it's okay. It's just me, your girl Sheebs, okay? It's all love. It's just because I know you're so powerful and I just want you to see yourself. What spaces are you still trying desperately to fit into despite all evidence that this space in your body, you feel constricted. You feel like you have to make yourself smaller. You feel like whenever you open your mouth, everyone's like, what? You feel like, drained when you leave it. You feel like, so relieved when you're out of that energy, when you're able to finally go to places where you do fit in, right? What are the relationships, the environments, the workspaces where you are still desperately trying to fit in against all evidence that it's not the space for you? The people aren't nice to you, or they are nice, but they're fake. You feel you don't like yourself when you're around them. You feel like you have to be someone else in order to fit into this space. When are you going to stop trying to fit in, babe? The divine is trying to show you this is not a space for you, okay? And let me give you this analogy. Have you ever seen someone who is wearing pants or a shirt, wearing an outfit that is obviously too tight? It's too small. It's squeezing them. All of their rolls are popping out. Like they can't breathe. They can't lift their arms up all the way. Like they can't really move. They're wearing something that is not made for them. It's too small. It's squeezing them. It's uncomfortable for them. And I bet they look ridiculous. You can tell when someone is in a space where they don't fit. You can tell when someone is trying to force themselves to fit into a space that is obviously too small for them, too restrictive for them. And if we understand that, like, it would be kind of ridiculous for someone to try to like force themselves into a pair of like children's jeans, they would look ridiculous. They would look absurd. And what's the point of that? We would think that was crazy. And I encourage you to start thinking about all of the spaces where you are trying to force yourself into, be it a workplace, a family dynamic, a relationship, a friend group, an environment, whatever it is. Where are you trying to fit into a space that you obviously do not fit in, girl? The buttons are popping off. It's like leaving indents in your skin. It's super uncomfortable. Okay. Stop trying to fit into these too small spaces. Okay, so I'm going to use another analogy. I'm from Maryland and I have a Cancer moon. So, we are all about the crab in this place, okay? And the valuable lessons that the crab can teach us, right? And so you guys have probably heard this idea of crabs in a barrel. And it's the idea that, you know, when someone is trying to rise out of where they came from, like people like crabs in a barrel will try to like grab onto them and pull them back down into the barrel. I find this like an interesting analogy. One, because, you know, crabs are in a barrel unnaturally because someone is about to eat them. Someone has gathered, like kidnapped these crabs from their homes and put them into a barrel, and they're taking them out of the barrel in order to put them into a pot of boiling water and then eat them. Ooh, confirmation ding. And so, you know, I kind of, it could be, we could look at crabs trying to pull back down their friend as like an act of love. They're like, hey babe, don't go. They're trying to kill you out there. I know it seems like it's freedom, but they're about to slam you into a pot and eat you. Don't leave. But I think you could also, you know, imagine it like when someone is already in a pot, when you're already crabs in a pot of water, the crab that's trying to climb out is trying to get free. And it would be really annoying for everyone else to keep pulling them back in. Even though it's comfortable, even though it's where all their friends and family are, it is still a place that is designed to kill them. Okay? So I wrote crabs in a pot of water. When you turn up the heat enough, the crabs in that water are going to get cooked to death if they don't get out, right? And so a crab that is like, for whatever reason, they're just like, I know everyone is there. I know you guys all want to do it. It's like we're sitting in a hot tub right now, but I just want to leave. I don't know why. I just want to go. And everyone's like, ugh, you're so weird. You're always so like making everything so difficult, crab. Why can't you just be happy? We're in this beautiful, you know, pot of water with all of our friends and family. We love water. We're crabs. Let's just chill here. But the crab that is like, I don't care. I don't belong here. This isn't the ocean. I can tell the difference between ocean water, our home, and this artificial water that we're in. And if that crab leaves, that is the crab that survives, babe. The crab that is rejected from the pot survives, honey, to go and live their beautiful crab life, okay? To live their beautiful crab life, okay? So yeah, like, and you also, it's important to get out when you first start to feel the heat, because your body's going to acclimate. And before you know it, you're going to be cooked and it's too late. Okay. So when you start to feel the heat, notice that you might be in the wrong place. That is the divine turning up the heat. They're like, you're not supposed to be comfortable here. So I'm going to make it uncomfortable. I'm going to turn the heat up until you notice to get out. Okay. So rejection as divine protection. You don't fit in because you wouldn't be able to fit. You wouldn't be able to breathe or move if you stayed there. We're going back to the pants analogy. All right. You don't fit because if you forced yourself to fit, you would not be able to breathe. You would not be able to move. You would not be able to function how you want. And you would look ridiculous if you force yourself into a space that you do not fit. God's trying to protect you by being like, babe, you don't fit here. Everyone thinks you're weird. You think it's weird. You think you're so different from everyone here. Yeah, because you don't belong there. Go. It's blocking your blessings. You might look really sexy in this other pair of pants, but you're too attached to this old pair. Maybe your mom gave you this pair. Maybe, someone years ago complimented you on this pair. So you don't want to let that pair go. But babe, trust me, you look ridiculous. You don't belong there anymore. You've outgrown them. Go get some new pants, honey. Okay. You can't stand being in that environment. It's hot, you're sweating, you don't feel good. Because if you stayed, you would get cooked. Now we're in a pot of water, we're crabs again, all right? you feel sweaty and uncomfortable and like you need some air and like you just don't feel right in this environment, because it is a pot of boiling water that is going to cook you. If you did not feel the discomfort, you wouldn't know that you're supposed to leave. If you were really comfortable there, you would just sit there and get cooked. You might be one of the ones who's supposed to get cooked. You might be one of the ones who's supposed to look ridiculous in those tight pants. Maybe that's you. But if you don't want it to be you, if that doesn't sound like you, if you resonate with the weirdo who leaves, who gets rejected, the black sheep, the odd one out, then it's probably because you're not in the space for you. Okay. You can't stand being in that space. It's so uncomfortable. It feels so bad being in that space, because staying there would unalive you, would kill you. Okay? You are being rejected from the space. You being rejected from that space is protecting you so that you can stay alive and in good condition to go to where you belong. You're being rejected from that space because it's protecting you to go where you're supposed to be to thrive. And you're not supposed to stay in a space that is designed to consume your energy in order to sustain itself. Ooh, I love that. Okay. You're not supposed to stay in a space that's designed to consume your energy in order to sustain itself. Okay. So that includes relationships. It includes environments. It includes workspaces. These spaces are designed to siphon your energy, to distract you from the things you actually want to do and divert your energy to whatever little task they've got you doing, whatever little, busy work they have you doing that they tell you is important, but you're also very replaceable, and that an AI could probably do your job, and that the boss is actually keeping you there because they want to be able to control you. That is energy that they can siphon when they've got you there for 40 hours a week, okay? And the reason it is so uncomfortable is because you're supposed to go somewhere else. You're not supposed to get comfortable there. If it was comfortable, there wouldn't be a problem. But there's not just discomfort, there is struggle, there's suffering, there's dread. And if you're feeling those are signs that you're supposed to leave. Those are the things they're supposed to be protective signs that you're in the wrong place. You're in a place that is siphoning your energy and not pouring back into you. Okay? So, if you jump out of this space that is designed to drain your energy in order to fuel this other thing that is consuming you, if you jump out, you starve the monster of its energy source, right? It's just biology or whatever. If you jump out, you starve the monster of its energy source, of its fuel, and you go to where you belong, alive and well. And so, for me, of course, the monster was the US empire. And I was like, I am helping fuel it in whatever small way I want to tell myself. I am helping sustain this empire and its systems that keep everyone else trapped, that are designed to consume everyone's energy in order to fuel this monster that is run by the worst people in history. And so I'm like, what is one thing that I can do? I can, take myself off the menu. 1444, as I say that. Take yourself off the menu. Crab is no longer being served up in here, okay? I take my energy back. I refuse to let my energy be used to fuel this death machine. And I get to pour that energy back into me, and then I get fueled. Confirmation clink. I love that. Oh my gosh, hi, thank you. I am so beautiful. Thank you. It's because I pour into myself, and I love the Palestinians, and I don't let myself be tricked by all the programming that the Matrix wants me to think. That I have to stay in places I don't fit in, that I have to go chase. I have to make myself smaller in order to belong. Babe, come on. And now that I've called all of my energy back and it's no longer being siphoned, I'm no longer using all of my energy to force myself into jeans that don't fit or force myself into an environment that is suffocating me. Now my skin is glowing. Now I have all this energy. Now my throat chakra is unblocked, my sacral, my root, all of the chakras. I'm able to express myself. I'm able to be. I'm able to rest. I'm able to receive. I'm able to share. And it's just so nice. So. Oh, and I'm spitting facts. Yes, she is. All right. That's pretty much all I wanted to say, babe. So if you jump out of the place that you do not belong, that is super uncomfortable for you, you are being rejected from, if you just allow yourself to be rejected, if you accept that you are not in the space that is for you, it is going to starve the monster that's trying to consume you and trap you, and so they can, siphon your energy. It starves the monster of fuel, and you're now protected. You are now open to receive all the blessings that are trying to get you. When you're trapped in those too small outfits, you can't even raise your arms to receive the abundance that's trying to get to you. Okay? So free yourself. Give yourself some space. Let yourself breathe. Clock the things that are suffocating you, that are making you small, that you're forcing yourself to fit into. Babe. It's gonna be so good. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me see. Okay. Oh, everyone was so sweet today. Thank you. Love you. Hi, I'm so beautiful. Yes, you are correct. Okay. If you made it this far, give me either a pair of pants emoji or a crab emoji. Yes. Yes, my little Cancer babies. Because yes, we are getting out, honey. We are realizing that this rejection was actually protection. The divine was like, babe, you are too good for this space. You are not just here to be consumed by some fucking human. All right? By some Maryland motherfucker. Okay? The divine has bigger plans for you, and they need you alive. And their protection is going to look like you being rejected from a space that you think you're supposed to be in. Everyone else is around here. Everyone else is going in. So you're like, I should want to be here, right? No, babe. No, babe. The rejection is protection. Yeah. Staying in this place that you don't fit in is blocking your blessings. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. Give me a pants emoji. Give me a crab emoji. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know when I am coming on to give you these hot, tasty gems. And yeah, I'm going to be on probably again tomorrow because the messages are just coming. Oh my gosh, thank you for that crab. Yes. This is the crab symbol also now. Yeah, it's got these claws. So yeah. All right. I love you so much. I think Billy's going to do an episode today. I love that. He's so brilliant also. So yeah, bring your forehead up against the screen. Okay. I love you so much. And this is all made up, right? So stop trying to fit in. Those pants do not fit. You look ridiculous, okay? It's all right, but go where you fit. Go to the spaces that are designed for you. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Subscribe, and I'll see you later. Okay, let me get out of here. Salam, and yalla bye, my beloveds.